Hello, fellow YouTubers. I am here with a yap sesh because I kind of just want to talk. And I woke up this morning later than I wanted and I felt terrible for it. Sue me. It is Wednesday, so the weekday, so I thought I would get some work done today, which I still will, but I just hate getting a late start. I hate waking up late because it makes me feel like a terrible person. Anyways, I got myself a nice energy drink, so hopefully it can give me energy because I did sleep late last night. That's why I was up late today. Also, I got a haircut. Monday night, the impulse to cut my hair was big, okay? So my sister and I watched one video and we did it. So this is how it turned out. If you've seen my other videos before, you'll see that my hair was pretty much all the way down to like my hip bones. Like it was grazing my butt. That's how long it was. And then I have been thinking about cutting my hair for like a few weeks now. So I finally just got the impulse yesterday. And I like short hair, but I never liked it on me. The haircuts that I would get that were short was when I would go to salons and then I hated it and then I would cry. So I was very traumatized, but you know what? I said, let's do it. And we originally were gonna cut it to like little bit, like just a little bit more below the boob area. I got up and I was like, oh, this is shorter than I thought, but I actually really liked it. I thought I was gonna cry, but I didn't. Thank the Lord that I like my haircut. I don't even like it, I love it. But I really just wanted the volume of layers, and I've always had bangs, so it kind of just blends in more seamlessly now that I have like more volume and body in my hair. New year, new me. You know what? I'm starting school this year. A little bit of a trauma dump. I dropped out of high school in junior year. I'm 21 now. I'm turning 22 this year. And I dropped out of school because I was so cripply depressed. I couldn't get myself up for school. I tried bouncing between different online schools, never worked out. I mean, it did work out in the end because I did online classes from my community college and I got my high school diploma that way because they had a nice program where I could just get my high school diploma instead of getting an actual GED. And then through there, I'm actually going to probably for the next couple years go to school there and see if I actually want to transfer or what. But I have always been so interested in psychology and criminology. I've always had a big interest for that for some reason. It doesn't go well though because I'm very anxious person. I'm very paranoid. Okay, leaving the house at all is sometimes really scary to me if I am by myself. Not to the point where I'm like locking myself in the house, but it's like I wonder if I'll get murdered today. But yeah, it gets bad sometimes. But yeah, I haven't really talked about my mental health journey publicly online at all. Let me know if you want to hear that. I do like to trauma dump. It's fun sometimes. I will be studying psychology. I'm very excited. I'm actually more excited than I am nervous. I was really hesitant on starting school again ever since I finished my high school degree through my community college because that was really simple. I mean, it wasn't even classes. I literally was just finishing or like completing assignments that were required to give me the required credits in order for me to graduate, obviously. It was really simple. So going back into the actual school scene and actually going to school in person is so frightening to me, and like low-key is very high school was I wasn't bullied, I wasn't, I wasn't being picked on or anything, but it was still traumatic. I think it was not the actual school life. Some aspects were, yeah. I didn't like the kids there. Dude, we had some weird freaking teachers there. It's really crazy. Lots of pedophiles in our school. Anyways, that's besides the point. I think it was just what I was going through at home in my home life during those junior high and high school years. So yeah, I think that's why. And then also I had a lot of social anxiety. I liked being alone, but I was still insecure of being perceived as the person who's alone all the time. And like lots of people had lots of friends. I did have friends at school. I just did not have the same classes as them. And so we didn't even have the same lunch. So because of that, I would never see them. And so my friendships started to fall out. I was pretty much just by myself the whole day. And I honestly liked it that way. I'm not gonna lie. Because I was never in drama. I never had to stress over stupid freaking drama that people are creating out of nothing. Yeah, and I just developed a lot of anxiety in high school days because some of our classrooms did not have windows. Yeah, some of our classrooms did not have windows. There was only one way in and one way out. So I was very anxious. So there were lots of school shootings going on around that time, and for me to go to school and realize, hey, there's no windows in here. There's no way if someone were to intrude the school, we're not able to leave this classroom. So yeah, that was a lot of anxiety to me. And sometimes my back would be towards the door because of where I was seated at my desk. So that was really anxiety provoking, and it didn't help that a student from our school, we found out later, yeah, a student from our school threatened to bomb the school. So yeah, that was not very fun. Yes, it was debunked. The police found them and it was just like a little kid. Honestly, just with where the world is at, I live in the United States. Yeah, it's not looking so good over here. So it is really scary growing up into this world and what is in store for this country and who we have as the person that decides everything for us. It's not looking good at all. A little far from the topic, but yes, I'm very excited to go and study psychology. If you're new here, I am actually writing my very first book, and I started this book in November of 2023. It is now 2025, so it's been a little over a year since I've started working on this. I'm on my 4th draft. It is a cyberpunk-ish fantasy novel, and it contains a little bit of Korean folklore in there. There's assassins, there's gangs, there's a touch of magic, there's friends to lovers. Yeah, just lots of fun stuff. But I'm on my 4th draft of that, and wow, my book has changed so much since the very first draft that I wrote. I think I finished that draft in like a month or two. I was writing every day. I was writing like 2,000 words every day. I was really like just pumping out all these scenes that I just had in my head, and I was coming up with it on the spot. My creativity was just so, it was like bursting out of its seams. Now in the 4th draft, my book has actually taken the shape of a book, and I've changed a lot of things. Originally, I was going to have Irish folklore and have fairies and Feyland and have that incorporated into the story. But I was like, I don't resonate with that, and I don't want to write about something that's not mine. So I started looking into Korean folktales and Korean folklore, and I feel so much more connected to my book and so much more connected to my characters, let me just tell you. So I'm really excited the way that that book is taking shape and turning out, but I do feel myself slowing down. Yeah, I was pumping out 2,000 words, pretty much like a chapter every day, but now the editing process is a lot different from writing your first draft. There's a lot of cutting, there's a lot of copy and paste, there's lots of adding more things, taking things out, going back to the drawing board and just brainstorming more ideas. So that was a big change for me. I'm just very grateful that I am able to stay home and indulge in all my hobbies. I love reading, and I love playing games, I love writing, I love drawing. I've been getting into more digital art, which maybe I should talk about a little bit. But yeah, I'm very thankful to be able to be essentially a stay-at-home daughter for my mom and my sister. They're both working and funding my education, so I'm very, very, very thankful. And I do all the house chores and everything, get dinner ready when they're home. That's obviously going to change when I go to school. I don't know how I'm going to be able to balance everything when I start going to school. Obviously, it's going to be really just trial and error. I'm going to have to figure out what works with my class schedule and what the workload is going to look like, and if I'll even have energy. But I know everything will be okay. I know I will figure it out. I am just really excited to start going to school, and yeah, I started picking up some digital drawing. I actually loved coloring and painting as a kid and as I grew up kind of in my teen years. Yeah. And then I kind of stopped. I don't know why. But then I have an iPad, and I was like, maybe I should try digital drawing. And I did dabble in that a little bit when I was younger, but like on an actual, like, you know, the drawing tablet. I don't know, it didn't last very long. So I started digital drawing, and I will insert a picture somewhere here of the last thing that I drew. I actually really enjoy digital art, but with all creative things, I'm a perfectionist. Sometimes I get really frustrated because I can't get something right, or it doesn't feel right to me. So yes, there's that. Just yapping away. What else can I bore you with? I don't know, I was just in a yapping mood. I was watching other people's vlogs today, and I was like, well, I feel like in my vlogs, I only talk about my writing and stuff, and I don't really talk about anything outside of that. I actually don't know if anybody will watch this, but honestly, it's like a free therapy session for me, even for me watching this back. So I've been out of therapy for a little while now. Honestly, I should probably go back, because therapy is so beneficial for everyone. You don't have to go through something big or traumatic in order to go to therapy. You can literally go to therapy for just to like talk to someone if you are fortunate enough. I'm very privileged and I am able to access therapy and be able to get the support that I need. Very upset that it is very difficult for people to reach out and get help for lots and lots of people. So if you can and if you're able, I do recommend therapy. It does help a lot more than you think. Yeah, just give it a try. Thank you for my TED Talk. Oh my god, also most of the reason that I had a bad freaking morning today was because I woke up from a very bad nightmare. Like, it was bad. It was terrible. I actually have lots of bad nightmares sometimes. It's really bad. But I haven't been having like lots of nightmares these days, but yesterday or last night, that was a big one. I woke up feeling like poo. And yeah, now I'm here. But after this video, I'm going to chug my energy drink and hopefully get the creative juices flowing because I do like where my book is at right now. I'm excited. It's coming together. Also, I did a cover reveal, and if you want to go check that out on my TikTok, but I'll also probably put it here. This cover is so beautiful. I love it. I love it. I'll post the art. I'll post the artist along with the picture. I'm just spacing out a lot. I'm feeling a little floaty. So maybe I should wrap this up. I actually am. Okay, I look like I'm really depressed right now, but I'm not. I swear. I'm in the best place I have been in years in my whole life. Actually, probably my whole life. I'm feeling very stable. I was struggling with finding a medication that worked for me, but I found an antidepressant that actually worked and actually made me feel okay for the first time in like years. So I'm very, very grateful. It took a long time and lots of trial and errors with lots of different medications, but I found the medication that works for me and I feel so stable. I haven't had any suicidal ideations. I haven't had any dark thoughts, and I can say that and not feel like I'm jinxing myself. I genuinely have happy thoughts in my head, and I'm not constantly thinking about sad things like dying. Like, no, none of that. I'm thinking about, oh my god, I can't wait to go back to school. I'm actually really excited. And just thinking about how much is in store for me and all the possibilities in the world that I'm actually looking forward to. And I'm not completely terrified. I'm actually a little excited. So yes, I swear I'm okay. I'm in the best place in my life, feeling very stable, and I'm very grateful for where I am at. So if you're going through a hard time, easier said than done. Freaking hated when people would tell me this when I was going through the worst time in my life, but please hold on. I promise you, things do change, and it feels dragging and it feels like the world is just moving and you're not. But I promise you, you will start moving again. You will start living again instead of just surviving. I promise you, things do get better. And yeah, it's really hard. Life is really hard, but there's also so many beautiful things and you don't even know it yet, and you have yet to live all the things that life has in store for you. So please hold on and reach out to people that you trust. And if there's no one that you feel like you can tell that to, the comments is always open. My DMs are always open. I'm honestly here for anybody. So please reach out, even if it is just a stranger on the internet. My DMs are always open. This video is like all over the place, but this is actually what goes on in my head. It's how quickly I change topics. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with my hair, and I feel like this is what I needed. Fresh start. I've had long hair for years. It's really nice, and it helps with my neck pain too because my hair was so freaking heavy. But now my hair is so light because there's not much of it, and I have a lot of hair. It's pretty thick, so we had to thin it out. But I feel lighter, and yes. So thank you for listening to me, App. I doubt anybody is listening, but Anna, if you're watching this back, keep it going, girl. Motivation is hard, especially in social media, but we got this. Thanks for listening. I'm so bad at saying bye and saying goodbyes. I'm not very upbeat in this video. Very sorry, but hopefully in the next video I'll have more energy, and I do have a vlog that I need to edit. I actually talk about something in there that I really want to talk about in a YouTube video. Actually, I probably will talk about it in a YouTube video because people piss me off. Anyways, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a good day or good night, and I love you all. My DMs are always open, the comments are always open. Honestly, we can talk about anything if you want. I want friends. So thank you, and bye-bye.